Breaking news, the reasons why women hate Cobra Tate has just been revealed. The 35-year-old retired kickboxer turned media personality has gone far and wide because of his derogatory and misogynistic opinions about women. His videos have surpassed over 10 billion views across all social media, and he is currently one of the most famous personalities on TikTok. Women advocates and sexual violence experts worldwide are leading campaigns against him, citing his misogynistic views against women capable of pushing men and boys to commit harm offline. For a man like Cobra Tate to be hated by most women, there must have been a lot of derogatory opinions about them he has dished out. In this video, we will be looking at some of the reasons why women hate him. Stay tuned while we give you the details. Welcome back to Tate Nation, the channel where we fill you in on the latest news about Cobra Tate. If you are new here, make sure you click the subscribe button. Then without wasting too much time, let's get started. Women should not be allowed to drive. Women hate Cobra Tate because he makes it look like women can't do anything as perfect as a man would. He uses the female gender to catch cheap points while his followers cheer him on. One of the most notable situations was when he saw a woman make a U-turn into oncoming traffic. Tate uploaded on his social media asking, "How are women allowed to drive?" Also, the internet personality makes another derogatory point about women driving when he appeared on a debate show with a popular Twitch streamer named XQC. Cobra Tate made the point, but XQC did not take it lightly on the former kickboxer for his derogatory remark about women. Cobra Tate responded to the XQC challenge when challenged on the show by attacking him while emphasizing that women can't drive. "If that upsets geeks like you, I don't give a fuck. That's what I say. If it upsets people though, that's my personal experience. You will have to get over it." This point was not welcomed well among many people on social media and was rebuked by Hassan Piker, a popular leftist Twitch streamer. Pikers engaged Cobra Tate in a constructive argument and showed evidence that suggests women are better drivers than men. Hassan Piker countered Cobra Tate's claims that empirical evidence was not on his side and that one's biases, beliefs, and lived experiences are not used to create societal truths. The societal truth and norms do not care about anyone's thoughts, feelings, or ideas. On the women driving circumstances, Piker chipped in the automotive insurance industry. He said men are charged higher not because of gender roles, but because men tend to be more expensive policyholders simply because men tend to be involved in a road accident more than women. Therefore, being charged less proves that women are better drivers than men as they are involved less in accidents than men. Rape comments. Cobra Tate's rape comment is a significant reason why women hate him. Women see him as someone who always tries to make a mockery of rape victims. His wild comment on rape started in 2017 during the Harvey Weinstein scandal, which was eventually followed by a #MeToo movement. In 2017, the scandal raised awareness of rape among people all around the world. But Cobra Tate decided to step on people's toes when he made a Twitter comment against the movement. Tate cannot explain his decision to deviate from supporting the movement to take a different path to this moment. In his tweet he said, "Sexual harassment is disgusting and inexcusable. However, a man looking at you or whistling at you or asking your name isn't harassment, and that women have been exchanging sex for an opportunity for a very long time. Some did this, they weren't abused. If you put yourself in a position to be raped, you must bear some responsibility." Twitter instantly took his comments from Twitter after his statement was reported for violating its policies, and his account was suspended. Nevertheless, although his account was banned for breaking Twitter's media policy, he has subsequently been able to open multiple accounts from which he regularly tweets. Additionally, shortly after his controversial statement, which resulted in his Twitter ban, a new video of Cobra Tate bragging about how simple it is to rape women and escape punishment in Eastern European nations surfaced. In the video, Cobra Tate said rape was probably 40% of the reason why he relocated to Romania in the first place. His remaining percentage can be attributed to Eastern Europe corruption being far more accessible. The system makes it easy for him to buy off cops and other law enforcement officials to deviate them from infringing on his business operations, business and personal habits. The admission that he participates in corrupt deals with the cops raised many unanswered questions about the legitimacy of the investigation being lodged against him in the past. His other reason is the failures of Western society. Speaking on the Fellas podcast, he emphasized that the Western society is degraded and corrupt, adding that there is something that very much angers me about the Western world. I don't like the way it functions and operates. That is not the first time Tate is attacking Western society and civilization. We can trace one of them to one of his posts on Facebook in 2018, where he lamented the decline of Western civilization after seeing a poster at London's Heathrow Airport encouraging girls to go on holiday instead of being a loving mother and a loyal wife. He compares women to dogs, children, and objects. Comparing women to dogs is where a lot of women draw the line. Many campaigns are going on to see Cobra Tate banned and have his content removed on TikTok and other social media networks. However, recently on the BFF's podcast, Tate defended his opinion that women are like dogs and children, saying, "You can't be responsible for something that doesn't listen to you. You can't be responsible for a dog if it doesn't obey you, a child if it doesn't obey you, or a woman who doesn't obey you." One of the most common sexist stereotypes is the infantilizing and dehumanization of women. Whenever he makes a derogatory comment about women in the podcast session, the host pushes back, but he is always quick to say, "I love women. Interestingly, 100% of the people I have ever had sex with are women." You don't have to think it much for anyone to understand that having sex with women in no way demonstrates your love for them, or that you are not a sexist, misogynist, or anti-woman. Tate always counters that the comparisons to inanimate objects, kids, and non-humans are merely illustrations. If this is the case and he is that intelligent, he ought to probably update his references as they are outdated. On gender equality. Cobra Tate often calls himself a feminist whenever he is attacked for his derogatory views on women. You can't refer to yourself as a feminist while you keep attacking the same gender you claimed you were supporting. It is possible that Cobra Tate does not know the meaning of feminism, as he is just putting that up as a form of defense whenever he is challenged. For someone who compares women to dogs during discussions, he should not be at the table where feminism or gender equality is discussed. The podcast anchor Dave Portnoy told Tate he believes many women enjoy being in a relationship where a man fills traditional gender roles. Still, some women view themselves as equal to a man and do not want that sort of relationship. But Tate replied that if a woman saw herself as equal to a man, she would be the exact kind of woman I would never give my time of day to. He further stated, "Any woman who is going to sit there and think it's more important to argue with me about she is as capable as a man at everything, as opposed to just letting me pay the bill and be pleasant, is not the kind of woman I want to talk to." Tate believes men protecting women is their masculine imperative. The director of the End Violence Against Women Coalition, Andrea Simon, told The Observer that many of the Tate videos violate TikTok's terms, and that TikTok taking no action means they are promoting the potential radicalization of its young male users. The dangerous thing is that it is very eye-catching content, and the TikTok algorithm in particular is so aggressive that you only need to pause for a few moments before it will begin to recommend similar content to you again and again, head of research at the Center for Digital Hate, Callum Hood, added. The war between women and Cobra Tate seems to have just started, and it's a marathon, not a sprint. Women worldwide would keep fighting men like Andrew Tate while fighting against gender equality, gender violence, and feminism. And according to a spokeswoman for White Ribbon in the United Kingdom, men and boys regularly watching and listening to negative presentations of masculinity may begin to adopt these attitudes and behaviors, believing that they are acting as the ideal man. However, this kind of thing needs to stop, and this is through proper education to men about gender, which explains in detail while no gender is superior to another. And if you are still here this moment, we know you must have enjoyed several reasons why women hate Andrew Tate. However, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you. See you again in our next video.